Yo, what is going on YouTube? This is your boy Dan, aka aDrive. I'm bringing you guys another episode of our Pixelmon Let's Play here on the PocketPixels Red server. Of course, if you guys want to join me on this playthrough on the server, you can check out the description below for all the information that you need to join the server. Now, I do have to address a couple things. First and foremost, I forgot to talk. I did not upload an episode last weekend, and I do sincerely apologize for that. If you follow me on Twitter, you should probably know by now that I had some crazy stuff going on, man. Life has thrown some curveballs my way. Unfortunately, my mother-in-law, or my wife's mother, ended up having a bit of a little bit of an accident, and she's been in the ER 3 times over the last few days. So things have been pretty crazy, and we really haven't, you know, that was definitely my priority last weekend, was to make sure that, you know, we were visiting and making sure she was going to be okay, because it was a pretty serious little thing going on. But it looks like she's going to be fine now, hopefully, so shouldn't be any problems there. But that is why I did not upload last weekend, and then I just didn't have a chance to try to make up for it. So here I am, making it up now, and we'll try to get another episode going for Sunday or something like that to try to keep it rolling here. But I did have to get some special permissions as well. I want to also note this. We are supposed to be taking on the second member of the Elite Four, as this Scyther's here. The second member of the Elite Four, which was going to be fighting in ice, as you saw the 2 episodes ago. We did that, and we unfortunately did not win. However, because of the way things work, you actually have to challenge the Elite Four in order, but the server is making a special exception for me, in my case, due to my limited availability, and they're going to allow me to skip the Elite Four member temporarily and take on the next Elite Four member, which is the Dragon Steel. It'll be a little bit different, so I still have to beat the ice and fighting one, so it's not like it matters. I'm just gonna play them out of order, just because the Dragon Steel one's available now and the ice and fighting one isn't, and I've been checking for the last few hours to see if they're available, and they haven't been, which is fine. I mean, the people who are on the server have other things to do too, so not a big deal. But so that's what I'm gonna be doing. So just so everyone is kind of aware, let me take a look at my items here too. I have these focus sashes, and I feel like I should still use them, but I need an item for Gengar here, so maybe I'll throw a focus sash on Gengar or something too. I mean, Gengar, actually, you know what? It could be a good idea if I put a focus sash on Gengar. I feel like that wouldn't be a terrible idea. I just got really messed up by Stealth Rocks last time, so we're gonna hopefully have that not happen again. But I'm ready to rock and roll, so I do want to take on this Elite Four member, and we'll see how things go. It is Dragon Steel. I'm bringing the same team. Everyone is EV trained now except for Jet, so we have that going for us. But I don't know how well it's gonna go, because Dragon and Steel could be really tough. It's gonna really depend on how good Skarm and Sunnyside hold up, and whether they're able to be effective against these Dragon and Steel types. So we'll see, I guess, how that goes. But let me kind of get all set up here and see if we can get all set up, because it's, like I said, it's, since I'm being given permissions to face them, it's a little weird. I have to be teleported into the arena instead of the standard queue, and if I do win, I will have to have the badge gifted to me as opposed to automatically winning it because of the programming in the server. So otherwise, it's still facing the same person, so it shouldn't be a big deal. So let me just do a quick cut here until I get settled in, and we'll be good to go. Alright guys, so I've been teleported into the Dragon and Steel Elite Four member here, and I'm pretty nervous about this one. This one might be pretty tough, especially since we skipped the other one. So we'll see how this goes, but I'm jumping into the arena. I've got my team. I'm ready to rock. I didn't customize my team for this matchup either, which may be a pretty big mistake. Do I have anything to hit, like, Steel type? I mean, I guess not really, but we'll see how it goes. So it's Venusaur 2000, and good luck, and let's do this, my friend. Let us do this. Let's see if he's gonna send out a Pokemon first. He's gonna send out his Pokemon, which is gonna be a Skarmory, and Skarmory is gonna be very tough for me to beat, but I think I can actually probably beat it with Starmie here, because I can Thunderbolt it. So let's do that. Let's kick off with Starmie here, and let's make it happen, baby. I'm just gonna fire off a quick, actually a Scald might be a good idea, because he might have Sturdy anyway. So let me go for the Scald. A chance for the burn is very valuable. He's probably just gonna go for Stealth Rocks here, which has been quite annoying. All these trainers do use Stealth Rocks, which does break my Focus Sash, essentially making my item useless, which is definitely annoying. But I think we could probably beat this Skarmory with Scald plus Thunderbolt. Unless it's trained in special defense, which should be pretty weird. Mine is actually pretty specially bulky, but it's meant to be a physically bulky Pokemon. Yes, Starmie. So he, unfortunately, you can't really tell what the Pokemon are sometimes when it's like glitching out, whatever else. But so let's see what he's gonna go for. I'm gonna hit that Scald, no burn. He gets up his Stealth Rocks, that's fine. I'm just gonna click Thunderbolt now. I don't know if this Thunderbolt is gonna knock him out. It doesn't actually knock him out, which allows him to get up a layer of spikes, which is kind of unfortunate, but I can just go for Scald here and knock him out. So he gets up 2 layers of hazards. He gets a spikes and a Stealth Rocks up, but what this does do for us, it allows us to get rid of his Skarmory, which is a pretty big pain, I would say. So I don't have Rapid Spin on this thing, which is kind of unfortunate. I really should consider adding Rapid Spin, but here's a Lucario, and Lucario is very scary for my team. I do outspeed it, and there's obviously the chance that we can get a paralysis off here. I think my best play here is just to go for that Hydro Pump. It's my strongest move. It's gonna do a tremendous amount to this thing, regardless. And actually, it just straight up knocks him out. We get a crit, so get a little bit of luck. After so much bad luck on the last Elite Four member, we actually get some really good luck here and just crit the Lucario. Here comes a Scissor. So Scissor can definitely knock us out in one hit here, which is pretty scary, but what I can do is I can Scald it, and I can chance the fact that I would get a burn. But what I think I'm better off doing is actually just going into Skarmory at this point in time, because most of the time, I mean, this thing cannot touch me. You can see he just went for a move. It really didn't do anything to me. And what I could do is I could set up my own layer of spikes here if I want to. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to set up a layer of spikes and kind of see what this thing's going to do. If he starts to set up Swords Dances, I might be in trouble, because this thing could be pretty scary against my team if he sets up Swords Dances, but we'll see what he's going to do. He may just U-turn out or switch out. Yes, Skarmory. So I just kind of have to let him know, because again, you can't see the Pokemon sometimes, but he's gonna, what does he go for? He goes for Swords Dance. So that was exactly what I was worried about, is him setting up Swords Dances and trying to kind of beat me that way. So what I can do is a couple of things. I could try to pressure him by going into something like Jet, which is less useful to me, and I can maybe try to put some pressure on him. Or I could just stay in here and try to Pluck and start to weaken him that way. Because even at +6, I doubt he's really going to do too much to me. And Pluck does a decent amount. I get a crit there, but he went for Superpower actually, which does a lot. But I could just go for a Recover here. I know I could live another one. And he's actually minus attack right now. So really not too big of a deal. And his defense is reduced too. So we have a couple little things going for us there. So I could just go for the Roost here, or the Recover essentially. He switches out into Salamence. I'm believing that this Salamence, I don't know what's kind of set this thing is going to be. If it is a Dragon Dance variant, that could be very scary. I don't know if I could risk it, so I think I just have to go for the Toxic here. So I am going to go for a Toxic. He is going to go for the Dragon Dance, and I do connect with the Toxic, so that's really good. Now, I know he's a physically varianted set, so I'm going to go for the Pluck here just to get some chip damage. I'm led to believe he doesn't have a Fire move. He does have the Fire Fang, and he gets a Burn, so that's kind of unfortunate, but I do get my Pluck off there. And I'm thinking that it's just in my best interest to just go for another Pluck here and let him take me out, which is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go for the Pluck here and just take him out. He's going to actually go for a Dragon Dance, which is a pretty interesting move, because now you can see he's actually weakened pretty much by that poison. So I'm going to go for the Recover this turn. If he has the Roost, that's going to be very problematic, but his Moxie activates and he actually faints as well. So we get a kind of a double down there. So I know he has that Scissor, so I'm going to go into Polaris here. He's going to go back into his Scissor, which is fine. So I think what my play is here is just to go for the Hydro Pump. I know I run the risk of missing, but I don't know if Scald is going to knock him out from this range, and I don't want to chance that, because I think it's the 80%. He's actually going to go for a Bullet Punch. He knocks us out. I'm very surprised that Bullet Punch actually killed from that range, if I'm being perfectly honest. I'm going to go to Jet this time. Jet is definitely our least useful member at this point. I'm just going to go for the Earth Power. I think that's our strongest move to hit this thing. He is going to switch and go into Kingdra. He's going to take an Earth Power. It's not going to do too much. Now, I know he can easily go for pretty much any move and knock us out. He's going to Ice Beam us, which is fine. What I can do now is I could just go into Sunnyside, knowing Kingdra cannot touch me at all, and I could simply go for either Stealth Rocks or Seismic Toss here. I'm going to go for the Seismic Toss, though, just to get the damage off on him. He's going to switch, go into Scissor, and that works out really well. I didn't want to take any chances and have him go into that. Here comes Dragonite, which is very, very scary. I do have to go for a Thunder Wave against this thing, because he could Dragon Dance up against me. I do get the Thunder Wave off, and he is not a Lumberry variant, so I'm going to go for the Seismic Toss now. Knowing that Chansey can take a hit from this thing if I needed to. He's going to Dragon Dance again. So I'm starting to get a little worried here. I do have Agatha. He's the Leftovers variant. So this is very, very scary. I don't really know what I can do to beat this thing other than go into Agatha. I'm going to go into Sceptile, actually, and try to put some pressure on him, because I have the Destiny Bond, too, if I need it here. He's going to Dragon Dance again, and he's got that Leftovers, which is very, very scary. I am kind of running out of ideas here. I'm going to Giga Drain. This thing is very, very scary if he keeps Dragon Dancing. He's going to Extreme Speed me. I can go into Agatha, which I know he can't Extreme Speed. I'm going to go for the Destiny Bond here and just hope he tries to attack me and take me out. He gets fully paralyzed, and that's going to reveal my Destiny Bond, which is very, very unfortunate. I'm going to just go for the Destiny Bond again. I don't know if he's going to switch or not, but I kind of have to be safe here. He goes for the Dragon Dance this turn, so he does not go after me this time. I have to go for the... I think I'm going to lose this thing now. I'm going to go for the Sludge Wave this turn. I do connect. He goes for a Dragon Dance again. I'm just gonna Destiny Bond this time. This leftovers on this Dragonite is very problematic for me. I need to have an ice coverage move on my team, but I just don't have one. And the fact that he gets fully paralyzed every time I go for Destiny Bond is so soul crushing, because he probably attacked me the first time and didn't even know. And he's just gonna keep Dragon Dancing, and I think that means we're gonna be in a really tough spot here. I'm gonna go for another Shadow Ball this turn. But I have a feeling he's just gonna beat me unless he gets paralyzed a bunch. He actually goes for another Dragon Dance. I'm gonna go for the Shadow Ball here and try to hit him. If I can get a fully paralysis here, we might be okay. He goes for the Fire Punch that turn. That was the turn right there that I needed, but I don't know if he's faster or not. If I can get this Seismic Toss off or he gets fully paralyzed, he does get the Extreme Speed off, and I lose. So I don't have any luck against the Dragonite, and I'm able to kind of lose there. Or I lose there. I didn't mean to lose, obviously. But unfortunately, there was not a whole lot I could do there, man. I didn't customize my team for the Dragon Elite Four, that's for sure, first of all. And second of all, that Dragonite, it seemed like it got paralyzed on all the turns I didn't want it to, and it was able to just Dragon Dance all the way up, and there just wasn't anything I could do. Had it gotten paralyzed on one of those turns, I think we would have beaten it. So, kind of unfortunate there, guys, but it is what it is. We will try again on the next episode, hopefully plugging away at this Elite Four team. I may have to kind of rip my team apart a little bit and start to restructure it, but at this time, I'm not going to do that, so we'll keep trying, because I really do feel like we could beat the Elite Four with the team we have. I just need to tweak the team a little bit, maybe add Rapid Spin to Starmie or something, and kind of make some adjustments there. So anyway, guys, I hope you did enjoy, and that's going to be it for me. My name is Dan. I also go by aDrive, and I'm going to catch you guys later. Peace.